If you've heard of Yami Kawaii, then you've probably heard of menherachan. So to explain where menherachan comes from, I'm going to have to give you a brief overview of what menhera is, and by proxy, what Yami Kawaii is. So the term menhera actually originates back to the early 2000s in the age of 2chan, aka 2channel. The users of this board would be nicknamed menhera, which can be roughly translated to mental healther. And this term menhera was used self-referentially in regards to a lot of different issues that could impede someone's general well-being. So for example, things like disabilities, issues with being LGBTQ+, issues with your mental health or personality disorders, or having issues at home or with a loved one. And this is where menherachan's creator, Izaki Bisco, got the inspiration to create menherachan. Now originally menherachan started around 2013 to 2014 as the aforementioned vent artwork whilst Izaki was studying in university. For him, menherachan was an outlet for those darker and more taboo feelings, not only as a gay man in Japan, but also as somebody struggling with their own mental health issues and also a history of abuse. And from there, menherachan was created into the comic book series, which was later renamed Yami Kawaii Warrior Menherachan. If you've only followed me more recently, you might not know how much I genuinely love this manga. I actually have a tattoo of Usatan on my wrist, and I've also spent years collecting authentic and hard to find merchandise such as this authentic Usatan plushie, as well as various pin badges and the original manga. To me, the manga really does speak to my experience of dealing with PTSD, depression, and other issues I've encountered and lived with through my life. I never felt that menherachan tried to encourage me to romanticize or indulge in those feelings that I had or the dark habits that I was trying to kick. But instead, reading it kind of gave me a secondhand catharsis. Sometimes it's just nice to be reminded that you're not alone and that other people suffer and struggle in similar ways to you. And that you feeling this way and having these feelings doesn't mean that you're selfish or indulgent and wallowing. Menhera was and still is a space and label designated for those to explore the authentic feelings without the pressure of a diagnosis and to be authentically themselves and find space to recover. Menhera is all about being hopeful for a better life, hopeful for recovery. And I think now more than ever, in a climate that is becoming more politically and globally less friendly towards the LGBTQ+, becoming underfunded when it comes to important healthcare, that we're kind to ourselves and kind to each other. Because I personally do think that that's the message that Magical Girl Menhera Pink would want to spread. You deserve the space to be yourself, you deserve the space to struggle, and you deserve the ability to recover and have a better life.